Hello. Hello, hello. Hey, Gwinori. Oh, Zillion, hello. Dun, 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 dun. We tried to do some invasions yesterday. It was awful. Oh well. Ooh. Alright, today we're gonna be actually doing some progress in game though. For sure. For sure. Alright, so we are at the Divine Tower. I remember that last time you wanted to check if you can see the Limgrave Tower from the Caelid Tower, but we didn't, I forgot. So I'm just gonna check that right now. Surely? Yeah, surely. Now you can see it. There it is. It's just hidden by the minor earth tree. But it's there. Da-da-da. We could try to kill the Godskin Apostle, but it's gonna be a pain with base weapons. I don't think we need to torture ourselves like that. Let's actually upgrade a bit. Talk to some NPCs too. Ta-da. Jesus, they don't stop talking. Oh my god, Anya, please. What's this? Is it a quality weapon? I never played with it. Might as well grab it. Maybe I will use it for a bit. Hmm. Huh, Nefeli is not here. Okay. That's a weird. No, I haven't been to Liurnia yet at all. But usually she's here after you kill Godric, which is Yeah, she's usually here after you kill Godric, so that's kind of odd. I guess she moved on because I went to Khalid. Oh yeah, that's how you get the bell and the wolves if you don't find Rena. Yep.
Your new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Let's get smitten. I can actually get it to +6, so that's cool.
Back already. No matter.
All blacksmiths are so nice till you get to Dark Souls 2. I mean, Hugh also gives you like some attitude. Like, it's not like he's nice to you from the start either. And the +6 longsword, so that's cool. How much does it take to use this one? 15 arcane. Some attitude is okay, but he's nice overall. Yeah, he is. It's mostly a dex arcane weapon. Looks cool though. I should take a closer look at the actual design of the blade one for once. In Dark Souls 2 you help him open his place, but he still treats you like shit. Yeah. Alright, we doing Khalid today. Dun 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 dun. So this is where it says that Godfrey's conquest ended. I want to play Dark Souls 2, what's wrong with me? Yeah, what's wrong with you? How could you say things like that in public? Jeez. Damn, doesn't want to pick up the item. God damn it. Damn, they destroyed him. Honestly, should really have the dagger talisman on the sword and shield build. Like there is so many backstabs, parries, and like guards. What's it? No, it's not guard. It's posture breaks. I get so many counters. Which also makes this a good sword for this. Does it have like a higher crit rate or other critical multiplier? Oh, you have a meeting? Alright, see you later then. Or God damn it. All right, ready? You serious? I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna do some squats while I wait. Alright, this time I'm getting it. Ah! Easy. First try. Alright, clearing this area is gonna be difficult. Okay, gravity arrows. Okay, there was one behind me. I'm gonna die. Uh these guys have no chill. Okay, can't parry fire. I'll try to parry the fire. No, please. Okay. Smoldering butterflies. Hello, Puzzlehead. Cos or some say cosm. Enemies with their torches, everyone else. I mean, yeah, this has been a rule since Demon Souls, basically. Naked torch guy is probably the hardest enemy in the game. Ow. Just gonna push me like that. Ah, that's an interesting move he got there. Really? I got stopped by a rock. I need to plunge attack the thing. Oh, hello, Vanka. Let's go. Maybe some actual PVE progress today. Yeah, that's the goal. We're actually gonna play the game. God damn it. Run. Alright. Hello, Yasura. It's been a while. How are you doing? Ow. No! No! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Or maybe not. You're doing fine. That's good. That's good. Wow, I actually survived. Ah, there we go. 13k damage, so it's a guaranteed one shot. Does it explode after? Okay. This gives me anxiety. Listen, we're very... What is this guy doing here? We're very underleveled for Kaled, so... We're gonna have a lot of this. Oh, thanks for the follow. I can't see who followed. Thank you, whoever followed. Oh, we got the armor. Ow. Actually running out of potions already. Thank you whoever followed. I'm sorry, I can't I can't see the alert, I can only hear it. Any lore stuff we're focusing on? Or PvE mostly? We're just gonna be PvEing, and then whenever we... Ouch. Whenever we run into something interesting, we're gonna be talking about it, basically. I want to read the armors of these guys. It has some interesting bits of lore that I don't remember exactly. What's my favorite armor design? In Elden Ring, that's hard. Okay, let me think. Damn, that's hard. I like the Exile armor, which we are wearing now. There is so many. I think my favorite full set overall would be the scaled armor. Yeah, I think it's the scale armor set that you get from the Volcano Manor assassination quest. Without the helmet, just the armor itself. Then you can use whatever helmet you want that fits with it. It looks good. And helm. Perfect. Let's check out what we got here. Helm worn by soldiers of General Radahn. Okay. Lion's fangs, whatever. Nothing important here. Alright, the surcoat depicts a red-maned lion raising a sword in the image of Radahn. Thus they were the Redmanes. And all prove they were worthy of the name. Is it the... Is it the Lion's Fang Ash of War or the Claymore itself that has the more lore about the Redmanes? What I'm interested in is finding... I think I read somewhere a reference about them being... Like the guys who followed Radahn basically were the... Shads of the army, which kind of makes sense because Radahn was probably the general, like the general of the standing army of the Golden Order before they had like the whole civil war shattering thing. And it's mostly like those people, nice, who were like the super military people and the big warriors who followed him. Holy shit! No! God damn it. I forgot they explode. Nah. Oh, it's kind of close. All right. No, I'm gonna fall. Alright, this is dangerous with these guys exploding around me. So I'm gonna grab my souls. Okay. Alright. Is that... Yeah, that's flame grants me strength. Also, can I get this item or... Yeah. Alright. Lion's Claw, skill of the Red Mane, who fought alongside General Radan. Somersault strike. Okay, so that's what the Ash of War says. Then it's maybe the Claymore itself. We haven't gone to the Castle Morn, which is too bad. It's one of the better areas. We should do that at some point. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get into Caelid, but at the very least I'm gonna grab the Cathedral of Dragon Communion, because I want to farm the exiled knights a bit for their shield. Don't want to fight you again. So is this a lion on their back? Yeah. So many people think that Rodan attacked Lanedale. But when you actually look at the banners of the battlefield outside of Lanedale, it's like they have the crest of the hawk in the banners and in the tents, which is definitely not Rodan's. That should be like old Stormveil crest. I wonder if we can find anything new in the battlefield. In this playthrough we have been finding a lot of new stuff I haven't ever noticed before for some reason. So that's cool. It's making it worth it. Ah, he's mad. Do they not fight each other? I mean, come on, really? They're gonna hold you captive like that and you're not gonna kill them when I kick one of them down there? Alright. Was that too early? Bad spot. And he fell. Oof, too early. Death! Oof, that was Giant Hunt. Which is interesting because it was used by people fighting the Giant War, so... This guy is a veteran. Star Scourge Heirloom. Such a cool concept. Chad Rodan actually fought the literal stars and won. The mightiest hero of the demigods confronted the fallen stars alone, and thus did he crush them, his conquest sealing the very fate in the stars. Actual Chad. I think there is only a teleporter up there. I don't think there is anything else. Maybe the giant hunt is used to fight the crows. Yeah, that should make sense too. Like the dogs and the crows. Yeah, I don't want to go to the red main castle already. Alright, so here's something really interesting to talk about lore-wise. Like, there is many things people come up with to like justify why we're done, challenge the stars and stop them, and stopped fate, and something that he did that to stop fate specifically for a reason or another. Maybe it's related to Rani. But actually, as we are gonna see from a monument, he only did it to protect Celia. So the whole point of the Star Scourge conflict was to protect Celia, the town of sorcery. Which is really interesting, because Celia is the town where he learned gravity magic from an Alabaster Lord. But most importantly, if we do the Gao request, we're gonna realize that Celia is the town of the descendants of the Eternals. As in Eternals being people from the Eternal City. Also, how did this guy die? And the reason why it's very interesting, because the talisman we have here mentions that he defeated the fallen stars. And why were the stars assailing Celia? Well, if they are descendants of the Eternal City, and the Eternal City is the group that was banished underground, and one of the ways, like, the thing that brought about their destruction was a fallen star. It was the Astels, which are fallen stars of ill omen. So what this tells us is actually that Celians, like the sorcerers of Celia, have been content because they are descendants of the Eternal and their sins have never been forgiven. Even when they came to the surface, which they are not supposed to do because they were banished to underground, they kept being assailed by fallen stars. And this is why in the Celian mines there is a fallen star beast. Another tidbit of info we have is from the meteoric ore blade, like the katana. It says that it's a weapon forged with meteoric ore, and the point of it was to fight life forms born from fallen stars. And in Celia we find there is only a few weapons in the game made out of meteoric ore. There is the Alabaster and Onyx Lord weapons, which they themselves come from meteors, and the Clayman harpoons. Other than that, all the weapons made from meteoric ore, which is meant to fight life forms born of fallen stars, are actually found in Caelid. One in the basement here, and the other is actually on the Gale Tunnel, which is it's Moonveil. Moonveil is the other weapon made from meteoric ore and glintstone. And who made Moonveil? It's a Celian smith. So Celians have been making weapons out of meteoric ores and glintstone to fight life forms that arise from fallen stars, because they have been constantly assailed by them, because they are the descendants of the Eternals who were banished underground, and they are not supposed to be above ground. And Radahn, who spent his youth in Celia, challenged the stars to defend him from the fallen stars, because they were constantly assailing them. And that's why we have the Star Scourge conflict. Alright, don't do... Okay, I'm doing lore, man, okay? Can you, like, chill for a second? Sheesh. Can't see anything. Thank you. God damn it, I sprinted. I didn't get the shortcut either. Honestly, maybe I should put that in a video when I think about it. Maybe I should make a video specifically for this Star Scourge conflict topic. He does it twice. Ah, I got damage. There we go. Oh, Lion's Claw. That's cool. I didn't realize that's where you get it. Also, how do you open this? Is it above? I wonder if Celia is a pre-Estelle or post-Estelle place. By the way, what build are you going for? I'm just doing quality build. That's all. Just a normal, basic quality build. I don't have a quality build because I'm not that strong. But this character is supposed to go to New Game plus 7, so he will be like fairly high level, like at least level like 160. So I'm doing quality build and I'm running sword and shield because I have been playing with every weapon class and dual wielding weapons and stuff, especially for my PvP builds, but I haven't played much at all with the sword and shield. Celia, and to answer your question, Celia, I would say it's probably post Estelle. Considering they are descendants of the Eternals who were already banished underground by the time they were known as the Eternals. I would say it's probably post Estelle. Nah, yeah, for sure. Estelle is like very, very far in the past. I don't like to get like too much into stuff I can't take the time to properly justify, but the gist of it is that the Eternal cities that were raised down and like the Eternals that were banished underground are not the Nox and the Eternal cities we saw underground. What I think is that they are actually the... what's their name? Like the old Url and old ruins that you find around the Eternal cities and in some place in the surface. Like their biggest ruins are the Mogwin Palace one. Those are the guys who were banished underground, and their descendants are the Nox, who formed like a society underground. It's a big claim, and it's like it would be like there is no way I can just justify it on the fly like this. It's like it has like way too much stuff going for it. But yeah. So just to give you an idea of what the timeline looks like in my head right now. Also, we have 20k souls. You know what? Maybe we should have taken that portal to Red Main. Have I seen the Chinese archaeologist channel? Yes, it's really good. I've been looking so long at the tablets that the Uhul guy king has on his feet and hands. And I could never... God damn it, no! There was a rock behind me. And I could never figure out what it was. But they actually figured it out and like linked it to a real life tablet, which is really cool. Dun, dun, dun. Double penetration, basically. Got cornered and got double trusted. I've seen the Chinese archaeologist's latest video, and I gotta say, like, the conclusion that most people in the lands between are literally born as fruits of the earth tree is a bit much. Even by my standards. Really? Are they that blind? Alright then. Are you serious? How is that a missed backstab? Oh god. Okay, just kick me like that. Damn. No! I'm way too low level for this area. I couldn't roll! Who? Did you just fireball yourself? Dude. Alright. I feel like the conclusion was more out of... I should have a conclusion. You know, I really... I really agree, because here's the thing. Like, all the thing he brought up in the video were actually like right and interesting. But we see that beings like millennia's children are tree-based. Yeah. So here's the thing, like the things he brought up, like the millennia's children being born of the rot itself, that's true, you know? Also, you get 2 slumbering eggs on this chest. You can't do anything with slumbering eggs in the game, by the way. Like, they are used as crafting item. Yeah, so it's like he mentioned the genealogical trees that were in the ornaments and the relief in carvings and stuff, decorations in Lanedale. That's fine, you know. Like, there is a real world inspiration of them. There is the fact that Millennia's children, like, and not just Millennia's children, just like some life forms that are born of Scarlet Rot just are born from the Scarlet Rot. They love omelettes, yeah. The actual deepest lore. So they are born from the Scarlet Rot, which is true. And it is true that Melina has a dialogue that says she's not born of a mother, and that's a really interesting point, actually. You know? But the issue I have is that the conclusion they reached, like, the things they cited as being adjacently similar to the concept of being born of a tree are all true, but they don't, like, lead you to conclusion of all the people were born from a tree. And, like, the big issue I have is that the leap that they make from... Because at the end of the day, the argument was, okay, so here are these people who seem to be born of stuff that are not people. Melina is not born of a mother. The Scarlet Rot people are born directly from the Scarlet Rot. And then they're like, well, then following that, and because of these drawings, people are born from the tree. So at the end of the day, you're just taking like the depiction of the genealogical, holy shit, I can't speak, of the tree, the depictions of the tree in Lanedale, and making the jump that they depict people being born from the tree, even though you already know that it's what it's meant to depict. It's just meant to depict a lineage. So yeah. Also, ignoring the fact that the actual main, I'm gonna say, like, parallels he brings up have completely different explanations that are perfectly valid. Like, the idea of life forms being born from the rot is the whole concept of rot, and it's also something that we know that, I mean, it's not how it works in real life, but it's the impression that people have in real life of rot. When you let something rot, suddenly you start seeing like different like worms, bugs, maggots, stuff pop out of them as if they are born from the rot itself. So there is that perception, you know, obviously that's not like they're actually like created from the rot. It's more like the eggs have been laid there and they hatch, but there is that perception that life comes from rot, and the concept of rot itself being like a perpetual like cycle of life and death, like decay, like the absorption of organic matter, its decomposition, which gives rise to different kind of life, etc. So which makes sense for stuff like the idea that stuff can be born straight up from the Scarlet Rot. Rot itself is bacterial life. And then you have the example of Melina and why she's not born of a mother, which I have my own explanation about that. You know, and there's like multiple reasons why that could be the case. You know, she's like, the simplest one is that she's born of she has the pink hair, which is in between the blonde and the red hair of Radagon and Marika. So the simplest idea is that simply Melina is born of Radagon and Marika, and depending on how you view the connection between Radagon and Marika, like in the nature of who they are as beings, you get this here. Okay, that's interesting. You get the life steel fist here. So yeah, if you see, like, for example, if you imagine that Melina was born from Radagon and Marika while they were fused together, and being a divine hermaphrodite at that point, like they are neither male or female, and she was born inside the Earth Tree, given her purpose, and there she goes on her way. This is a perfectly like valid explanation for why Melina was not born of a mother, actually. Ooh, stalemate. That's all. Eh. Also, I haven't leveled up again. I keep forgetting. I guess should get some HP at this point. That's actually interesting that you find the life steal fist in Kaled. I'm intrigued. Like this whole school of like life energy manipulation that you find. Who uses this? There's basically the like Elemere of the Briars, which uses the swords from Echoade, which you can manipulate with like a red energy to move it as you want. And then there is this, I guess. They're both arcane scaling and occult scaling, so they are similar. Okay, demonstrate mastery of the art of controlling vital energy, so they call it vital energy. The only person who uses this is Ensha, right? It's in his weapon. Does it say? Okay. Treasured Sword of Eocade, rather. A lesser long vanquished domain. The copper coloration is not to be confused for rust, but is a conduit for its wielder to move it by their will alone. Swords of Echoade dance to the sky. Infuse the sword with energy, then fling it forward. Yeah. It seems to be similar kind of energy. They have this exact same effect. Bellbearing Hunter does something similar. Yeah, that's I'm pretty sure this could be his, maybe his corpse. His weapon maybe. So the way you get the weapon is from the like the prison cave that's here. And he was captured, he was sentenced to be killed, and one of the corpses that like the weapon is from one of the corpses that's outside the prison cave. Also his armor, like the armor of Elemere of the Briars, like the Bellbearing Hunter, is like it says that he's from Echoade. And the great sword he used, he carved some runes on them to basically infuse it with like magical techniques from his homeland, so Eocade. So that's why this little sword and the great sword he uses, which he just picked up from his execution site, have the same Ash of War basically. And he does have some extra stuff, like the grab he does. I guess that's count as like life synthesis, though his version doesn't steal your life energy, but yeah. He does like a force grab thingy and lifts you in the air. I'm not sure I'm sold on that, because Melina has a lot of unexplained story, her scars, her eyes, etc. But yeah. I think that we're all waiting for DLC, which interviews open more questions and give us... I don't think there is any DLC ever that gave more answers than... I think the only DLC I can think of that gave some answers is maybe the Old Hunter regarding the origin of the doll, which is Maria, and the Ring City DLC, which gave more answers about Dark Souls 1 lore than Dark Souls 3 lore, with like the whole thing with the pygmies and the Dark Soul, etc. But yeah, unexplained stuff about her scars, for example. You know, like the fact that she's like she has the scars and she's burned. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Melina theories. So I'm just gonna like list them just in case for people who don't know. So there is this idea that Melina is the third child of Radagon and Marika, and she would be kind of like a sister of Miquella and Malenia. Miquella has blonde hair, Malenia has red hair, and Melina has pink hair in between. Melania and Michaela were both born cursed, right? And they both have a butterfly in the lens between that represents them, like the nascent butterfly who is always young, representing Michaela's curse of being forever young, and Melania has the scarlet, the Ionian butterfly, which is a butterfly associated with scarlet rot. That looks like it's rotten. There is a third butterfly in the game. It's the smoldering butterfly. So it's a butterfly that looks like it's ever burning. And Melina, so the idea is that Melina is represented by the third butterfly, and she was born cursed, like Michaela and Melania. And her curse was that she was born burnt and bodiless. So that's why she's a spirit, and that's why she's burnt. Is one of the ideas. There is also the rune of the unborn. Because if you look at the rune, like the shard bearers runes and how they fit into the Elden Ring, the people from the same lineage, like from the same marriage, all have the runes in the same spots. So for example, if you take Radahn, we don't see Ranni's rune, and Rykard. They all have their runes as a circle with a line on the left, and it's from the right side of the Elden Ring. You can see where they place in the Elden Ring. If we take the runes from the great runes from the golden lineage, you have Godric, who has like the perfect center of the Elden Ring. You have Mog and Morgoth, who also have runes on the center of the Elden Ring, with the lines passing through the circle in the middle. Also, I should probably grab the grace here before I fight this guy. And then you have the people born from the other marriage of Renala and Radagon. Oh, sorry, my bad. Or rather, like Radagon and Marika, which we know are Michaela and Melania, have their runes be in a circle with a line on the right, so it's the left side of the Elden Ring. The rune of the Unborn that's associated with the Ember Egg is actually of the same kind, so it's like a third rune there. And also you have like 3 great runes per side of the Elden Ring. And so on that side of the Elden Ring would be the rune of the Unborn. So the idea that would have been Melina's rune, which was Unborn at that time when it was used with the Ember Egg. Which also would... Did I loot something from that guy? No. Which also puts her in the same like family branch in a way. Anyway, so that's just some of the things as to why Melina was probably born of Radagon and Marika. There is more, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. It's hard to keep track of everything. As for her eye, though, like the closed eye with the glum-eyed, like the Rune of Death powers, that's a whole kind of worm too. That's a whole different thing. I'm gonna be farming these guys a little bit because I want their shield. I don't like to throw claims like this. There is 2 of them, right? Actually, there's like 3 of them around here. I don't need to rest after each kill. I don't like to throw like big claims like this just like that, but it's really hard to like express my honest position on some stuff. without actually getting to fully like detail everything about the theory or why I think things are the way they are. Dun, dun, dun. I guess that also explains why she wants to protect the current order by mending it. I guess so, in a way. I think... I mean, okay, here's the thing. She's definitely, technically speaking, she's definitely not protecting the current order. What she's doing is burning down the Earth Tree and asking you to free the Rune of Death, which was sealed. And the current order is built around the fact that the Rune of Death was sealed. I guess it's more like the opposite of the current order, but I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But technically speaking, it's, yeah. Michaela's Lily. Okay. I would have sworn there is a third knight. But I can't find him. Oh yeah, this is the actual... Also, I should grab the map fragment here. Shouldn't forget. This piece of ruin here is actually the only like sky ruin that you can find in all of Caelid. It's here. And I think I mentioned like the crackpot theory that the sky ruin is not necessarily Farum Azula, because the trajectory of the debris is all in Limgrave and Liurnia, which would place it like around here. But I generally... A toxic mushroom. Mushroom carries a toxic mold that grows in rotten lands. Okay. So the reason why I genuinely think this is an oversight. And here is why. Like, I genuinely think this is actually a mistake to have this ruin fragment here. Because in the Cathedral of Dragon Communion that we can find in Limgrave here, like there is the cathedral with the dragon and the altar, right? So just like this one basically. And there is also the exact same ruin fragment next to it, like positioned extremely similarly. Though maybe you could make the argument that they were constructed there because of the fragment. Who knows, actually. By current order, I guess I mean the Elden Ring Greater Wheel, not the Golden Order. Yeah, I got you. That's what I understood. I was just being like a bit ass about it, a bit technical. Please give me your shield, man. Dude, I swear there was more than 2 of these guys. But I guess not. There is this crackpot theory that Farm Azula was placed where the castle is right now. Do you know like how the theory was formed? Because I can see it. I can see why one would think that, but do you know like where it... Oh my god, is the music too loud, guys, by the way? Or is it just me? Jesus, this was very kind of annoying. I would like to know like if you know like why that's a theory. A bit too loud, yes. Alright, I lowered it. Might be the abundance of ruin in Limgrave. Yeah, there is a lot of them in Limgrave and Liurnia. I really need to start grabbing the map fragments, because looking at the map without them can be a bit annoying. Where Stormvale was. It was connected to the Storm King and Storm Lord, being connected to Placidus Axe and the Beastman in Limgrave. Yeah, there is the Storm connection between Farum Azula and the Stormhawks. Like, the Storm seems to be a really like central kind of power, like importance, and it seems to be related to both the dragons and the Storm Hills, etc. There is a bit more to it, but it's mostly like cut content from the closed network chest. So there was this mention that people would like, and there is also the fact that you have a bunch of banished knights which you find, which you do find in Farum Azula, that use storm magic with like the old Storm Lord crest when you do like the Storm Ashes of War. And you have the the Stormhawks in Farum Azula. There was these mentions in the some cut item descriptions in the network test about how like warriors seeking, like I think Farum Azula was called, I don't know if it was the Dragon Eyrie or the Storm Eyrie. Dragon Eyrie is from Dark Souls 2, isn't it though? So it might be the Storm Eyrie. Like they were seeking this thing called the Storm Eyrie, and that's why they would come to Stormvale. And so Stormvale had this connection to the storm, and they were seeking the Storm Eyrie. And like there was something about the dragons who yearned to go back to the Storm Eyrie. And you have all the lesser dragons like circling the storm around Farum Azula. So there is definitely that. And the fact that the way to access the Storm Eyrie, if that was from Azula, was Stormvale. Somehow. Then I can see why there would be an idea that the Farum Azula was around this region. Maybe if we keep an eye out with that idea in mind, we can find some interesting stuff. It's definitely possible that the location of Farum Azula changed, you know, like it wasn't always there, like it has been drifting. I mean, it's flying, so it could have been like drifting while leaving debris around places. Also, these guys don't want to give me their shields. I'm not so 100% sure it's there. Yeah, I get you, but it's like related to there. I remember farming their sword for like 1 hour. We can see it from Millennia's Tower, yeah. That's so weird that we actually can see it from anywhere but Millennia's Tower. That bugs me so much. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be significant or if it's just an oversight from the devs or something. You should definitely be able to see it from, well, technically anywhere, but at least specifically from here and from the forge. We can see the whole lands between from Farum Azula. We can also check that out fairly early if we go to the 4 belfries. If we remember to check the Farum Azula portal, we can check that. But yeah, you can see Millennia's Tower, the Bestial Sanctum, the Kaled Tower. It's mostly fog, so you don't see the rest of the lands between. But I had checked before I removed fog from the game. It looks extremely weird, but you know, it's just to see if you can see some stuff. And it's also useful to see at the sky without clouds and stuff. To see, but you can definitely see the whole of the lands between from it. It's just mostly covered in fog, and from the fog you can see the mountaintops of giants, the Millennia Tower, the Bestial Sanctum, and the Kaled Tower poking out, basically. Did I rest? Alright, let's just hope these guys drop us something, because I don't want to be here all day. They surprisingly don't give that much souls. Really? Gauntlet again? Out of all the things. Okay. The one thing I remember... You know what's the thing I actually farmed? I did farm these guys a bit for their helmet. Like the red hood helmet. I was so disappointed it doesn't come with the hair. Like on my first playthrough, but the thing I spent, it didn't take that much to get it. I guess I was lucky, but the thing I farmed that took a long time in my first playthrough is I farmed the Clean Rot Knights in the swamp to get their armor set and weapons. That took a long time, especially to get the sight. I had like 3 full armor sets. Not the sight, the spear was the rare one. I got like 4 sights, 3 full armor sets, like 10 rapiers, and then I wouldn't get a single spear. Jeez. Another gauntlet, are you serious? I have 3 gauntlets, I haven't gotten anything else from them. That's crazy. I guess I got the Greaves. Isn't it night now? I think it's better RNG at night, Copium. Big Copium. I really love the look of Kaled at night, it's so eerie. I mean, I'm getting a lot of drops, so... Another Greaves, okay. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna stop farming them. Last rotation, I swear. Last skills, guys. If I don't get it, I don't get it. Can drop me one. I'm good. I mean, if I really wanted, I could just like spawn it for myself. It's not really an issue. I'm not really trying to get it that badly. I can live with it. I'm gonna get it eventually from killing them in other areas, right? Surely. Nice. Damn, worth. Actually worth going for the last rotation. Actually, Pogorinos. God damn it. I had to say something cringe, didn't I? Let's upgrade it because it's worth upgrading. I think it's this second best medium shield. It weighs a lot more. That's all we can do, +4 is fine. Am I overburdened? Yep. Heavy load, not overburdened. Just remove the bow, I guess. Just remove the bow. I don't like these very medieval looking gloves. Like they don't have individual fingers. Ash of War. I can have a front flip on this. I never realized you can have the flip on a small weapon. How much am I losing? Am I still losing damage with quality? I'm losing 25 and gaining less than 20. Yeah. No skill. Yeah, let's leave it at no skill. We're not gonna be parrying for a bit. Alright, we're set. So guys, what do you want to see? Where do you want us to go? There is like way too many options right now. We can go to Celia, we can go to the Red Main Castle, we can go... What does this guy drop, by the way? Forgot. We can go to the swamp, we can go underground. We can go to Liurnia. We can go to the Weeping Peninsula and do the What's its name? Oh, hello. Oh, he has a lot of HP. Ow. That's where I needed the parry shield. It's for fights like this, and that's when I don't have it. Oof, the damage. Also, I have my physique here. Missing. Ah, this hurts. Ah, I missed. No, please. I'm gonna run out of Estus, he won't even be off his horse, and then he's just gonna resummon it anyways. Alright, don't mess up the riposte, thank you. Hello Shiva, how are you doing? Give me a second guys and I'm gonna read the messages. Try not to die here. Ah! Okay. What does he give anyways? Oh. Poison moth flight. Okay. Alright, let's see. You're okay, that's good to hear. Can't parry flays, I'm afraid. Oh, you can't parry them anyways, you're right. Anything is fine, I just want to see what tidbits and lore you find along the way. Yeah, hopefully you find some interesting stuff. At least that's how it works when players use them. Yeah, you're right. You might actually not be able to parry it at all. So I just checked and noticed that the drakes flying in the sky around Farm Azula are new dragons, and not ancient dragons, yep. I wonder why Lansax didn't check on her cousin Grail. You think they are her cousin? Honestly, I don't think the ancient dragons like the new dragons, to be perfectly honest with you. Very broadly cousin. Yeah, I think that you can formulate the fact that it's not, I mean, it's not really clear cut, but it seems like the ancient dragons really don't like the new dragons. Like, not a single one of the new dragons is setting foot in Farum Azula. What else do we have? Like, nobody is worshipping the new dragons, they're worshipping the ancient dragons. In fact, what people are doing is they are eating the hearts of the new dragons. It's Dragon Communion. And they are doing so in a cathedral themed after the ancient dragons. There is a bunch of the exiled knights that we have been farming. there is a bunch of them in Farm Azula, and they don't seem to be conflicting at all with the ancient dragons. Like, they are chilling there, like that's their place. And those guys use Dragon Communion spells, like the Dragon Breath. You know? Which you get from eating the heart of normal dragons. And then there is the whole thing about how it mentions that all the red lightning stuff you get from ancient dragons, it mentions how good it is at bullying the normal dragons. So yeah, it's unclear. They might actually just not like them at all. They probably see them as like a degenerative evolution of them. So maybe that's why they don't like them. They see them just as feeble. There is a theory I remember pre-release that the so apparently all the new dragons come from Greyol. There's a bonfire here, isn't there? So apparently all the new dragons come from Greyol, right? So they are all descendants from a single individual. The thing is, like, the new dragons have a really weird anatomy if you look at them. There was a Reddit post pre-release that was talking about how the dragons have very human feature, like their muscle systems, the fact that they have pectoral, abdominal muscles, like it's just human looking muscles, shoulders, arms. They literally have nipples. Even though they are dragons, they're not supposed to be mammals. Stuff like that. Like, they have like extremely human looking, a very human looking body. So there is this idea that the new dragon might actually be descendants of the ancient dragons, as in they are like, or Greyol, who is the descendant of all the, rather the progenitor of all the new dragons, is a descendant of the ancient dragons and their union with the human. Like dragons and the human stuff. And we already have in-game something about that. Like in the character creation, one of the presets you can choose is Draconian or something like that, which is said to be like a descendant of the people of the dragon, and they live short lives because they are like, you know, not very healthy, I guess. So there is a possibility that Greyol is actually descendant of humans and dragons, and that would be possible because we know that there was humans in Farum Azula. In fact, like the god of Placidusax, Vike, yeah. Just, you know, Vike Lansusi, yeah. So there is that possibility that even the god of Placidusax might have been like humanoids, you know, with the human presence in Farum Azula, and the whole can of worm of like the previous god from the previous age might have been the Gloam-eyed queen, which would have been human adjacent, human-like, considering the apostles. So yeah, and there is another thing. There is a thing about Godric calling the dragons, the fake dragon, true-born heirs. Like they are like true-born heirs to something. They're like true-blood descendants of something of importance. Considering Godric and the Golden Order and all that jazz, it would be of a lineage related to the Elden Ring. So if they are heirs to that lineage, and if all the normal dragons all came from one single one who is Greyol, it's possible to say that Greyol was actually one of the children of Placidusax and his god. And that would make them true-born heirs even by descendants of like the Golden Orders. As they would be descendant of the god of the previous age. Yeah, and they would be like half dragon, half humans. I don't know. Just something to think about. Look at this boy. There is a deathrite bird there, but I don't wanna... I don't wanna fight that. I 100% don't wanna fight that right now. Look at this guy using like... Ah! Oh, dude, he actually freaked me out and he saw me. Okay. Alright. I don't have any potion. I don't have anything. It's a rot dog. I think I'm cool. Oh no, he's following me. Dude, you can't see me. It's night and I'm hidden behind the building. Can you please forget about me? I think the moment with Godric is a lot more ironic in the sense that he is as much as an heir to Godfrey as the small dragon is to the ancient dragons. Yeah, I think that's also probably Looney Tunes rings. I think that's probably what it is too. It's just, you know, mentioning the other possibility, like the other way you could interpret that scene. Oh yeah, there is the other thing about that. He doesn't just call it trueborn heir, he also calls it kindred. So yeah, the fact that they would be from the same kin in a way. I don't even need to talk to Gary, do I now? You're just gonna tell me to go get the needle. Can skip that. So I have a lot of souls. Wow. Wow. Let's see if we can find anything interesting in Celia. Ah. Well, first thing to notice is this is the Eternal City seal. This isn't... Yeah, this isn't Karyan. So this is actually a Celian seal. I'm not sure what's happening in Celia, what's going on with the ghosts. Like, were those guys the Celians, or... Because some of them are... Like, this guy is from the Lazuli Conceptus, which is loyal to the Carians and the moon. Like, weird. Like, are there even any Celians around at all? Or is it... Or, like, was the city... I mean... The whole region was nuked by Scarlet Rot, so... It wouldn't be odd if they just disappeared. Also, this architecture, like the architecture of Saya is really interesting. There is only 2 other instances of this architecture being used. One of them is Ordina, the liturgical town in that leads to Elphael, like the one where you have to do the Ever Jail. And the other is actually in Lanedale. And this kind of architecture is actually very reminiscent of the Eternal City in general. It's a very, very, very similar style, but it uses different material. It doesn't use the black marble-like stone. But it keeps some of the shapes and motifs from them. It also uses the blue ironed windows. Also, this is a Eternal City like brazier, and the ornamentations in the wall, in the arches, like the shape here is the same shape as the throne. You know, the thrones with the giants in the Eternal City? Like it's the same emblem that they have on their seal. So the whole place is very Eternal City-y. I'm mostly curious as to how this same kind of architecture can be found on, like, in Lanedale. I mean, it's not just the architecture, it's even some of the Eternal City, like, reliefs and reliefs and patterns you can find in Lanedale. It's definitely more modern than a lot of the stuff you can find around. So sooner to when the tarnish is going through. I don't see what you mean. So sooner to when the tarnished is going through. Because I feel like this is the one step after the Eternal City themselves. Yeah, like an evolution of their style. Yeah, it does seem like it, yeah. God damn it! Can I even make this jump? Bruh. You asshole. You fucking... how did that not hit? Bullshit. I'm close. No. No. Wait. I'm actually getting debated. And I have fallen. Double slash is a really good Ash of War though. God damn it. I can make this jump. I'm sure I can make it. Wait. There we go. I guess the architecture comparison between Ordina, Elfire, Celia, Lanedale, Internal City will be interesting. I have the feeling they are the newest built settlement. Oh yeah. Well, Elfire is very different from this, that's for sure. But Celia, Ordina, and Lanedale, Internal City, like the lower part, are definitely the same. Elfile is a completely different style though. It's like it's two styles. There is the Haligtree town thing, which looks like a very elfish, you know, from Lord of the Ring or something. And then there is Elfile, which is also different in its own way. Also, maybe it's relevant and interesting that you find this sculpture here. I think with this we have opened all the portals. So we can start gathering the loot. Night Comet. Is there anything interesting about that? One of the night sorceries of Celia, Town of Sorcery. Fire a semi-invisible magic comet. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion, charging enhanced potency. The Celian sorcerers were assassins, and it is said that they often hunted their fellow. Interesting. Damn. Do you see how he backstepped that? What a Chad. Spell Drake. +1. That's useless. A Mikela. A Mikela's Lily. The interesting things about it is that lions can see it, so it's easy to cheese them. I think it's not just the lions. I think that's the gimmick of... That's the invisible part. I think mobs can't dodge it. I have seen someone use it against Millennia. And she doesn't sidestep it because she can't see it. So you can just keep, you know, pew-pewing at her and she doesn't do anything about it. An imbued sword key. Does it say anything interesting? The imbued sword key? Break the seal. Imp statue guarding descending gates. Enshrine in each belfry. Can only be used once. Dude, I have no idea about the four belfries. Maybe, I mean, the guy on the belfries looks like John Elden Ring from the Old Palace and stuff. If they were constructed in that era, it might imply that the places they connect to... I don't know. I have no idea. Where do we find the other keys? One of them is inside Raya Lucaria, maybe? One is in the belfry, one is here. The other might be inside Raya Lucaria. And let's say maybe this one is meant to connect to the Eternal City one. As a mean to travel between... like Nokron and here, maybe. I mean, Celia is Eternal City affiliated. Also, what is that? Okay. If it wasn't obvious enough, you obviously have the Nox here with the throne. I think it was clear that like Celia is related to the Eternal Cities. But it's nice to have like confirmation from Gary that they are like straight up their descendants. Because that's what explains the whole thing about them being assailed by the stars. Them just being related to the Eternal Cities could be like many things. Can they dodge this? Ow. I wish you could use your weapon art and still have your parry. That would be amazing. Ow. Sheesh, dude. I forget I can't parry and... stuff. Also, I don't have any mana. Oh, that's cool. You don't get to see that often. The Nox Flowing Sword. But yeah, I really wish you could still parry and use your Ash of War. Kind of sucks that you have to choose, like pick and choose between the two. Unless you want to carry two shields around and keep swapping between them, which is not ideal either. Ah, also that ball is it's the same ball as the ones in the Eternal City, like the Mimic tier one. Oh my god, so many zombies. Really? I aggroed them. Nah. What's up?
Who's there? Well, it matters not. My flesh writhes with scarlet. It is a curse. Not to be meddled. If you are wise, my flesh.
Sheesh, okay. I guess we did this section. We didn't do everything. We didn't kill everything, but yeah. We have it unlocked now in case we need anything later. Should I do Red Main Castle before festival? You know what we should do to break the monotony here? We should do some invasions. Let's go. But I would need my parries though. PvP Pog. Yeah, hopefully we get something. What would be a good Ash of War? To have on a two-handed straight sword. Spin and slash. Impale and trust. Quick step. poison moth flight. Okay. Considering we have no damage, it might not be a bad idea to have a poison weapon. Storm Stomp lets you do the follow-up attack as a combo. Yeah, but it's... yeah, Storm Stomp is eh. Storm Stomp is kind of meh in invasions too. It's not as good as in duels. I mean, it's still useful, but yeah. Let's try this. I never used this. And the fact that we have no damage, it might actually be a good thing to have a poison weapon. You should farm the torch bowl and cosplay exile. I guess so. So that consumes the poison if you apply it, but does it apply poison? Okay, I'm not fucking with the birds. I'm going the other way. And as I say that... help! Ah! Redmane is kind of decent in PvP. It has a good AoE, so it helps you like control groups when you're being ganked. And it does decent damage. I'm not sure it would do decent damage if I don't go for the fire infusion. But might as well. Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, it's super broken in PvE. Like some of the highest posture damage in the game. Da, 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 da. I call it posture. Is it posture in this game? Posture? Is it... posture is in Sekiro. What is it called in this game? Damn, you guys are camping. Unbelievable. I say posture, but I think they call it stance in Extra Life. Yeah, in Extra Life. Yeah. Is anyone gonna do anything or? Toto! God damn it. This guy's hanging out. Get it? He's hanging out. Hanging. Big comedy. God damn it. Got bullied. Alright guys, just let me get in here and then we can fight. Also, yeah, miss. So is that guy bugged out? Ah, he's back. Ah, it's poisoned in like 4 or 5 hits. That's cool. Damn, he actually sidestepped it. What a mad lad. Oh wow, I poisoned this guy in 3 hits. Just the poison on this is really not bad at all. That's actually surprising. Alright, can I please get an invasion? No. Okay. Okay. What's the point of this? Didn't expect futility. Okay. Oh yeah, there is a sword monument there. We should check it out. See exactly what it says. Please don't fall down. I don't wanna... Crack blade and surrounded by 5 great sword lads. Damn, I didn't have time to get it. Smithing Stone 4. Okay, that gives you an idea of what upgrade level they expect you to be at here. Probably around like plus 10 or something. The Star Scourge Conflict. Radahn alone holds Celia secure and stands tall to shatter the stars. Such a cool name. The Star Scourge. It's such a cool name. Shadan wins again. So we might not be getting any invasions because we're unlucky. What's my level at? 40. 40 with plus 6. This should be fine. 40 with plus 6. Seems to be too hard to get some invasions, but I guess not. Oh yeah, it also depends on where you have been. Most people will be at Liurnia now, and we haven't touched Liurnia. So it doesn't matter if I do the near and far thingy. I haven't unlocked the other locations. You know what? That might be a good reason to go check out Liurnia. If I just do all of Kaled before Liurnia, I'm gonna be like disgustingly over-leveled for the area. Did you already kill Godric? Yeah, we killed him last time. I haven't done almost like no mini dungeons, I just realized, and I need to get the grace so I can like have some matchmaking in there. Okay, wrong thing. Nobody is gonna look for that. A warming stone. Oh no, there is the infinite poise, guys. Death? Nah. Alright. Greed pays off. Okay, remember that. Please, please stop attacking for 1 second. Oh, damn, okay. He's faster than he looks. Okay. I wish you could get these guys' armor. That would be cool. Probably shouldn't look at him with the binoculars while he's jumping at me. Damn, this guy is hard. By the way, there is something that I wonder about. Gideon talks to you, being a newbie until you kill Godric. But does that imply that everyone in there has the one great rune? I don't think so. I think, I don't know. The whole thing is pretty weird. I think the weakest part of the Elden Ring lore is this whole thing they inherited from Dark Souls about like parallel worlds and characters that are like player-like, that use the same model as the player. Oh, we got an invasion. Fog. Like having their own world in a way, but sometimes they show in your world. Kinda weird. There is also like the fingers who talk to you later about someone who had 2 great runes before. Okay, you guys are just like aggressive. Ah. This guy's gonna poison me? God damn it, I'm poisoned. God damn it. Yes, this guy. Okay. So this guy has 99 serpent arrows while doing Storm Vein. Yes. Lovely. Yeah, unlucky. Unlucky. Oh no, I dropped 10k souls. Let's get them back. Yeah, as I was saying, there's even the mention of someone who had 2 great runes before, which would be extremely weird. Maybe there is like, there's multiple options. Maybe there is more shard bearers that we know of, which wouldn't be that strange. Even though Gideon lists them to you as those we know where they are and those we don't know. And then again, even amongst the shard bearers in game, we know of 2 missing great runes, so it could be possible for a character to canonically have 2 great runes, even even if they share a universe with you in a way. It's unclear who that character would be, if it would be like Gideon himself or someone that's not mentioned that's gonna appear in a DLC or something, or Vike, or what's his name, Bernal. Like Vike and Bernal were supposedly really close to becoming a lore, so they've definitely had some great runes. So that's more great runes that could possibly work. I was gonna say that if it was only one character who got 2 great runes, it could kind of make sense, because there is Rhaenys and Miquella, which we don't get. So, you know, that's 2 great runes that are lost somewhere. But yeah, we have Bernal and Vike, who probably, like, collectively they at least had 3 great runes. So like surely one of them at least had 1 great rune, and let's assume the other had the 2 great runes and is the one that's being mentioned by the finger reader. Then there is also the fact that Gideon should technically have some great runes, right? There is no way. Also, Gideon uses spells that you make from remembrances of demigods. But doesn't he only use the ones from the ones you killed yourself? So there is a theory that he steals the remembrances somehow. He duplicates them. I wish, I'm not sure if in-game does Gideon ever end up using some of your mausoleums, you know? Like if you went through some mausoleums and they were already used, which was the case apparently in release if I remember correctly, but it was fixed, so it was just a bug. Then you could imagine that he was using the mausoleums to duplicate the remembrances of the gods you already killed, since you don't need to have the remembrance to duplicate it, apparently. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. So it's like option A, it's just parallel world stuff like Dark Souls, which doesn't make too much sense, honestly. It doesn't really fit with Elden Ring. Dark Souls, there was so much of an explanation to it, with like time is convoluted and all of that. But in Elden Ring, it's honestly kind of the weakest part of the lore. Or we're just gonna get more exposition and there is like way more shard bearers out there, even though Gideon kind of implies that the demigods he listed are the only shards of the Elden Rings available. I mean, it would make sense that there is more shard bearers out there, and it's not like we have like hard confirmation that those are the only demigods. There are, like, there is at no point in the game for any of the marriages between Marika, Radagon, and Renala and Godfrey that any, like, this is all the kids from that marriage. There is never a confirmation of that. So there is always the option there was more. Plus, there is always the fact, there is 2 things. There is the fact that from the old Elden Ring you see in Farum Azula, there is like way more to the Elden Ring. So there was like, there is like a lot of shards of the Elden Ring somewhere, like being held by some people, you know? Even maybe from like older like iterations of the Elden Ring, not the most recent one of the Golden Order. Let's see. Well, if Ensha was a soulless and you need a soulless god to dupe a remembrance, it's possible that Gideon was using Ensha somehow. Oh, interesting. You know, that's kind of interesting, an interesting take. But what if, I don't know. Imagine there like super secret hidden lore. If you kill Ensha and take his armor, before Gideon gets to duplicate any of the spells, and then you check back if when you fight Gideon at the end of the game, if there is a difference. If you killed Ensha before you killed those demigods, for example, because then he wouldn't have access to Ensha, right? So imagine if you kill Ensha, he doesn't have those spells, even though you killed those demigods. But if you killed Ensha after you killed those demigods, which would be actually impossible to achieve, you would have to kill Ensha, actually. I think it's data mined and it's not the case. Oh really? What's data mined? Can you explain more? Is it just if player kills boss, Gideon unlocks the spell? That's it? Yeah, okay. That's boring. Can you make it, you think, here? Ah. Oh yeah, we could talk about these guys. Like the Revenant or whatever. Okay, this could be interesting actually. So you guys know how there is this whole mystery about the Snow Witch, which was Rani's master. So apparently the Snow Witch, what we know of her is that she taught Rani, she was her mentor, that she told her to be wary of the Dark Moon. And that's about it. Also, we know that the bell... Actually, this reminds me, I need to check something. I should buy the wolf ashes, actually. And she gives us the bell and the ashes from Torrent's former master, she says. And Rani knew Torrent's former master. So the idea is that Torrent's former master and the person who has the bell and had the bell and the ash would be the Snow Witch. I don't think it's hard confirmed or anything like that, but that's a possibility. What does it say? 3 lone wolves, spirits of wolves chased from their pack. They later encountered a nameless Tarnished, who welcomed them as hunting companions. The wolf spirit overwhelmed enemies with their agility, aiding the summoner in combat. So she does name... So it is nameless. It is a Tarnished. Do you guys know what Rani says exactly when she gives you these? Does she say they were from, like, is the implication that both the bell and the ashes were from Torrent's nameless, like, Torrent's previous master? If so, that would be interesting, because that would mean that Torrent's previous master is actually a Tarnished and it's not whoever else. A bell capable of summoning various spirits. Also, the bell looks very... It looks a lot like Saint Trina stuff. As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master. It is a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the earth tree. The spirit will obey thine commands briefly. They recall battle past. Now it is thine. Do with it as thou wishes. I guess she talks about the bell specifically, not necessarily the... Not necessarily the ash. She just gives you the ash as a trial, like trial ash bonus. So you have something to use it with. All right, let's entertain the idea that Torrent's former master was a tarnished, and it's the tarnished of the wolf ash. But there are always 3 wolves in front of their house. Is there? Is it only 3? Are you sure? Dun, dun, dun. Interesting. Also, Renala also summons the 3 wolves, doesn't she? In her boss fight. Alright, we could check that. So let's entertain that the Torrent's former master was a tarnished. Honestly, that would probably be the tarnished who had 2 great runes before. I feel like. Because he would be kind of like teased as a character, and he's like your... You know that narrative trope with like your predecessor and you're gonna face him in the DLC or something? But only once have the fingers seen 2 great runes together before. Like it would have to be Bernal and... or Vike, right? Finally done with the work, Gwinori. Finally. It must have been hard. This is my controller. Alright, almost, yeah, always 3, yeah. And also Blade gets killed by the 3 Black Knife assassins unless he missed more bodies on the same spot. Really, 3 assassins. We'd have to check that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. assassins are the wolves. Deepest lore. I mean, who knows? I mean, there is already like a reference to them using disguise and stuff, so possible. Sorry, Blight doesn't get killed. I mean, yeah, that's true. I just can't make any sense of this, honestly. I can see like the previous owner of Torrent being another Tarnish that came before us, and he was the Chad that's got 2 great runes before. And he would be like in universe, like as an actual character, not like a parallel world. I hate that. I actually hate this aspect of the lore. Like it's such a mess because it's something that's purely like inherited from Dark Souls, and they didn't like, you know, properly put time into like considering how it would affect like the lore and stuff. It doesn't really work well in Elden Ring. Also, something I just discovered right now is that this bell is very much Sint Trina like. It looks like it seems to have like same writing and stuff. It's silver, of course, but it's like it's very similar to the Saint Trina sword. Oh yeah, where you fight Malika, there seems to be a statue of a girl with 3 wolves. As far as I would say that's probably like the god of Faru Mazula. But yeah, you're right. She is surrounded by 3 wolves. What if Marika is just everyone? Marika is the Snow Witch. She's the Glowmite Queen. She's the girl with the 3 wolves. She's Radagon. She's the Elden John. John Elden Ring. But this is a cool detail. I need to remember this. Is Marika no, that's Bok's mom. That's Marika. The bell looking like Saint Trina stuff is really interesting actually. That's something new I noticed today. That's gonna be relevant for the next video. Next videos are gonna be about DLC speculation and how Saint Trina is trying to literally travel by dream into the spirit world to bring back the soulless demigods and stuff. DLC, woo! Marika being Marika is baseless speculation. True, dude, and we don't do baseless speculation in this channel. Only hard facts and logic. Alright guys, stop saying like weird stuff like Marika is Marika. Alright, let's buy this stuff. Dun, dun, dun. It was close. I love how in some of the regions you can still see the gold in like the these weird tombstones and stone tablets. That's not moss, that's like just straight up gold plating that's faded. I'm really curious as to what's written on these. I wonder if anyone was able to decode it. See, that would be something for the tarnished archaeologist, you know? That's the kind of content I really want to see from him. Or them. It sounds like they are a team, I think. As long as they get the texture file, it shouldn't be too hard to decode. Seems like it to be probably a simple script. Looks like Hebrew, does it? I don't know what Hebrew looks like, honestly, so... Also, I wonder if these gravestones have anything on them. I don't think so. Oh, this guy also has the torch. Huh. The torch ball, is he gonna drop it? Buggers? No. Wow. I just wanted to look. I just wanted to look at the Divine Towers and this fog showed up. Are you serious? Okay. I guess I'm gonna be blind then. Does this guy drop anything at all? Is this worth it? Oh. What happens if I do the... Ah, not bad. That's pretty crazy that you can poison stuff with 3 hits. Poison might actually not be bad in this game now. Can the Ash of War itself inflict poison? Yeah, okay. Du-du-du-du-du-du. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, no more fog. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can see the towers. Who was it last time who was wondering about the... like the rocks on the divine towers, if they are actually the opposite of where the impact should be? Was it you, Zillion? Just wanted to show you how that is absolutely not the case. Alright, look at this. This is for the Limgrave one. it's like the rocks are literally on the side of where the crater would be. Like right here. They're literally looking at it. For shame. Yeah, that would have been an amazing detail, but that's just maybe not what... I guess that's just not what they are, I guess. I feel like if that's what they were supposed to be... The copium answer is that... I don't know. If that was what it was supposed to be, they would have paid attention to it. But then you can copium it and say that, you know, they... it's a big game. They were busy. They were bound to miss some stuff, you know? And yeah. Yeah, they just forgot to like turn the asset. Yep, that's what happened. I can't get over these tilings. Some of them are way faded. Oh god, this is giving me some copium hope. Oh no. I wanted to compare these tilings to the one you find like in the Uhel and the old ruins. But they didn't have the Elden Ring on them. Like the circles thingies. But here you can see that some of them are so faded you can barely see it. And some just... like it's completely faded to the point you can't see it. Also, who's shooting me? Jesus. So what if we look really well? Look really well. And start imagining things, like start seeing what we want to see. But yeah, maybe if we take the texture and Photoshop it to add to it whatever... Nah. If we take the texture and like add the contrast enough, what if like the sign shows up, huh? Biases are made to be confirmed. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's what's wrong with, you know, photoshopping a texture for the sake of furthering your theories, you know? Like, it's fine, right? Should be okay. Also, this night sky looks really dark. I love it, actually. It's like there is not much clouds, so it's just Did I show you guys the literal moving stars? Let's see if I can find them. I always thought... Oh no, you can never see both moons. The other moons would be this way to the north. You can't see it. I'm gonna download a mod that changes all the text on the tombs to say America is not America, and it just says it in English too. Doesn't even try to fit in. Yeah, the other moon would be to the north. There's just a normal moon here. It's looking good tonight though. It actually looks good. All right, talking about oversight. So here's the thing. Maybe we should go to Limgrave to check too. But if I can't find it now, you guys would have to just take my word for it, alright? So, no, there's clouds coming in. Please, no. No, the stars. This is why we can't have nice things. Just wanted to look at the stars, man. Can we see them here? Nope. I really wanted to show you guys this, but now the game is just being not very cool. Maybe if we skip time, we're gonna get something good. Boom. And it's raining. Okay, it just got worse. And it's gone. How is this night? This is like brighter than day. Ah man, I need a mod that's gonna control the weather in this game. Not because there is ways to control the time of day, but the weather, but not the weather. I need a mod that just deletes rain. I just don't want rain to happen in this game. It's like completely pointless. It makes the game look worse too. Bruh, can a man have a clear sky? Don't make me like kill Radan for it. Alright, let's see one last try. I need rain to do more damage with my lightning incantations though. Oh god. Are you fighting in Liurnia too? Alright, we can see the stars here, I think. Yeah, there you go. I think we're gonna be able to see the moving stars. If the clouds would just, you know, do their thing. I'm not sure if you guys can see it with the stream quality. There we go. You guys see that? There's still a lot of clouds, so it's hard to see. So it's hard to tell if they are just... I mean, they are blinking in a way that makes no sense, but it also... It also, if we could see more... It looks like there is a cluster of stars who just moves through the night sky, kind of. It might just be because of the synchronized, like, dephased blinking, but... do you see it there? Like in the center of the screen. Like look at the top of the screen, now it's going down. Do you see that? Maybe supernovas happening like every 5 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, can you guys see it? I'm not sure if you guys can see it on stream, but in the middle of the screen. You can see like a group of stars going down. It's either that or the... you know, they are like lighting up and blinking in a certain rhythm that makes it looks like they are going down. I mean, they are definitely not sliding, so it's more like, yeah. the stars do blink a lot for some reason. There we go. Do you see this? I think this one should be clear even on stream. It's gonna go from the top of the screen to the middle. Well, this one went right to left, but yeah. Anyways, weird stuff happening with the stars. Is it TLDR? You know what would have been cool if that wouldn't happen unless you kill Radon. Then it starts to look like they are moving. There is no blink in here at least, I guess. Weird. Also a bunch of ruined fragments here in the Liurnia too. The ruins are the ruins of the unfinished content. Yeah. Okay, here's something interesting. Something you will notice is that the ruins have actually fallen above the roads. This is something you can see a lot in Liurnia. Like even the road leading to the Grand Lift of Dectus. Which is weird because you would think for such important roads they would be cleaned up. But it's kind of a hint that at the very least, these roads are older than the ruins. Like rather than when the Sky Ruins fell. Plus these roads have the 4-circle Elden Ring center sigil thing, which is not the current Elden Ring. So they have to be at least older than the Golden Order. Older than the Golden Order. Sheesh. maybe they couldn't move them. Yeah. But this... what I'm trying to say that they certainly didn't build through them. Like, if you're gonna make a road, you would go around them if you can't move them. So the roads must have been older than when they fell. You know, so that kind of gives you a little piece of the puzzle to play with for the timeline. So this guy is a Carian sorcerer. Carians do like to use puppets. Carians do like to use puppets. And he's fighting the Knights of the Cocoon. And also what you get from here is the Carian staff. Carian sorcery staff. So this boy here who summons these puppets and is fighting the cuckoos may or may not be Carian. The Glint Blade. Damn, you nailed it, Zillion. There is two of them, isn't there? There's a Carian Glintstone staff or something. And there is the Glint Blade one. Interesting that the Carian summons are nobles. They would probably summon anything. They're just puppets, so anything can be useful. I hate how they keep using this same asset of the Exiled Knights Stormveil stuff everywhere in the game. Because it doesn't make too much sense. And the fact they are eaten. Like the castle because of Godwyn. It wouldn't be happening here. But it's interesting to look at the sigils in the shields and stuff. Like they are pretty unique. This one kind of looks like the beasts. Kind of. I didn't talk to Garank, did I? Could have gotten the seal. It's kind of oval with like ornaments around. I don't remember what the beast incantation sigil looks like exactly, but it's an oval shape and a claw mark in the middle. Oh, they are notably useless according to the ashes. Listen, man. Beggars can't be choosers, okay? But this one on this shin looks really weird. Is it this one? Like, you guys tell me what you think, but it feels like it looks, like it almost evokes like some sort of black flame, gloam-eyed queen, or some sort of flame. I wonder if this guy is Carian or not, actually. We do find Carian stuff. And he's fighting the cuckoo. But I'm not sure. He would weird he would use that helmet as Carian, yeah. If at least it was the Lazuli Conceptus ones, the ones with like the blue robes and the swords. And they have also the small shield, which is like symbol to the allegiance to the Karian princess, to Rani. But no, it's just a twin conspectus sage. Like the way I see it currently, we're gonna talk about that when we make it to the academy, but I think the academy is currently under Karian control. At least that's what it looks like from the enemies you find inside. They seem to be the conspectus that is like that, you know, studies the moon and is loyal to the Karians. Use the ice crest shield that is the mark of loyalty to the Karian princess, etc, etc. And there is a bunch of them inside. There is also the virgin abductor, which would be a Rykard thing, so Karian. I think they did confine the queen at some point, but they were, because at the end of the day they were defeated. Like they attacked the Karian manor and they were crushed. So the way I saw it is that they later regained control of the academy. I mean, it wasn't clear if they regained control of the academy, but from the way it looks, like from the enemies inside of the academy, we're gonna like look closer at that when we are in there, but it looks like it could be most likely under Karian control. And we're gonna talk about that there. But then there is the cuckoos outside. They look like they are guarding the academy, not sieging it, so... But then the cuckoos are fighting this guy. So we have two scenarios here. Scenario A, the cuckoos got crushed. They are... like, the Karian regained control of the situation. Karians control the academy again. Which would kind of make sense because the cuckoos did lose. And people from the academy were kicked out, like the people who were in favor of the primeval current and stuff. So if the cuckoos are with the academy and the academy is with the Karians, then if the cuckoos are fighting this guy, then this guy is against the Karians. I mean, it wouldn't be too crazy considering he's a twin sage conspectus guy. I don't know. But then there's a Karian knight guarding. I mean, yeah, he's guarding the elevator, but makes sense. He's just guarding the room. Well, Renala kinda lost it sadly, so I can see why she would be confined. Yeah, like Renala would be confined either ways. Like, it's not like she was gonna be coming out regardless of who controls the academy. Solivus lending aid to the sorcerers. Maybe, with the puppets. Karian Manor is full of just puppets, as far as I know. Just puppets. And then on the higher level you have the pages, the troll knights, and the Lazuli conspectus guys. And inside the academy you find both the Lazuli conspectus guys and the pages. Because why would Selen kill Renala if Karians aren't in control anymore? You know what? That's actually a really good point, Guinori. Like, Selen is saying she's gonna take back the academy. In her questline, she's saying she's gonna take back the academy. And kick out the... So yeah, that actually implies that the Karians were in control of the academy. Yep. Academy is kind of, it's like the more we think about it, the more it seems like it is under Carian control. It's actually a really good point, Gwynori. Like that straight up basically confirms that Selen is taking back the Academy from the Carians. God damn it. That's 15k souls. Casually dies. I don't know. I don't know if the... I mean, at the end of the day, they are a band of mercenaries, so... They could be separated. Also, this contraption, isn't it a... cuckoo contraption thingy? Alright, the cuckoos don't use the puppets, though. Okay, these are puppet corpses. I think we can still figure this out. Alright, let me just grab my souls. Also, this is a cuckoo camp. But the cuckoos were attacking the guy who's in this camp. And spawning the puppets. Doing the puppeting. Alright, we can do this. Okay, let's look at this battlefield. So the cuckoo knights are attacking. Of course, everyone hates us. It doesn't matter. It looks like the puppets are attacking. It's hard to say what direction were the puppets. Okay, this is a troll knight straight up, so that might just confirm this is Carian, though it doesn't necessarily mean anything. If he is a puppet, he could be puppeteered by anyone, not just the Carians. Salivus playing both sides. Salivus would definitely play both sides. 100%. He do be that kind of guy. I think I'm fairly confident that the Academy, at least inside, is controlled by the Carians or Carian loyal faction. But then you have the cuckoos who are guarding the Academy and they don't seem to be sieging it. So why are they like guarding the front gates? Are they like confining the Academy? Are the cuckoos trying to confine? But then again, the cuckoos were crushed when they tried to attack the Carian manor, so I don't think they are still at war, or they would still be at war. They probably, like the Academy and the Carians probably don't trust the cuckoos anymore and are only using them as like outside the Academy, not allowing them inside the Academy. Also, there is a lot of literal cuckoo birds inside the Academy in cages. Imagine that was their punishment, like they were literally transformed in cuckoos. We know like mages can do that because when you find the Buck, he was just turned into a tree against his will by a mage. So, like, imagine, like, the punishment of the cuckoos is literally all the cuckoo birds inside the academy are cuckoo knights that were transformed for their, like, betrayal. And now they are just guarding the outside of the academy and not allowed inside. This guy still has a lot of HP, damn. They didn't even scratch him. Raya Lucaria, hallowed halls dedicated to the study of magic. Why shut your doors to me? Am I barred from donning the crown of stone? Yeah, fuck you, loser. No one likes you at Raya Lucaria. Only cool kids allowed. Also, I heckin' love the random rune bear. Because we never have enough rune bears, you know. Is he on something? Is that loot? What is this? It's just meat! Are you serious? Baited. I'm out of here. Run! How could you? He's so nice. You know what? You be nice to him, alright? I hate that guy. Stole his meat, Sag. Okay. You guys shouldn't feel bad for the ruined bears, okay? They deserve everything. Silver. Oh my god, it's magic flowers. And albinorics. And trina lilies. Oh my god. I'm kind of rushing a bit because I want to get to the academy. I want to try to figure this out. You prefer the bear over the lobster any day? No. The lobster can snipe you, but the bears are worse. Can't even fight them, the bears. It's interesting that they use snow magic. Can you unmount? Thank you. They used the Shashmir, didn't we get that? Ow. Can I read my item for 2 seconds? Oh, I got the shield. Nice. That's some lore. Alright, so I'm curious about this. Curved sword with thin blades of ample length. Okay. Light of weight despite its large size, a slicing attack command to rapid succession. A devastatingly powerful weapon in the hands of a skilled swordsman. Cool. Do these have anything special going on? No. Tall oval shield, made of metal carried by young Albinorics. The ornamentation represents the primordial drop of dew from which they are said to have been created. Boasts exceptional magic damage negation. The Albinorics' most formidable foes were sorcerers after all. Oh, they were fighting the sorcerers. Interesting. I see a lot of people assume that the Lacarians and the Royal Lucaria are the ones who made the Albinorics. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. I mean, even here it says that they were enemies with them. They were definitely being used and bullied. Primordial Jew Kappa. Okay. They were definitely being like enslaved in a way, like some of them by the Carians and Rykard and stuff like that. Loretta was a Carian knight who wanted to look for a home for the Albinorics. Jesus. Oh, I got the brass shield. The actual best shield. Playing with the shield in this game is so comfy. Pretty nice. Don't look at me like that. Ew. Crab. A rebirth monument. Gib food. You think you can feed them? You think if you drop an item they're gonna start eating? That should be a cool little secret. There was something like that in Dark Souls too. Wait, what? Yeah, it's like a really obscure secret in Dark Souls 2. You can it's not drop in, but you can like just make a little pig follow you for 10 kilometers. And then it reaches a little patch of like grass or flower and starts eating on it, and it unlocks a secret weapon. He's eating and I just come looking at him and he just like turns around, be like all weird looking at me. Now you can't feed animal enemies in Dark Souls 2, okay? Shallowest and most easy to find item in Dark Souls 2. Yeah, exactly. Were they even trying? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I mean, these boys look like they are guarding the entrance to the academy. I don't see any sign of them. Could still be interpreted as them confining the academy or something. Now I'll have to check every time. I'll let you know when you get there. There's no point. There's no point trying to figure it out. Boom, boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da. Anyone know what the scarab here has? So I don't go down for nothing. What does this lady say actually? Sure, read them.
Bless you. Michaela's favor can be yours.
Oh, it's about the medallion.
Slaughter. The all-hearing slaughtered. But alas, it was for naught. But all you need do is snatch it from the big pot.
Big pot. I always thought these ladies have 4 hands, and I realized she's holding the staff with her foot. So Ash of War charge forge. Wow, actual worst Ash of War in the game. Nice. Miyazaki moment right here, you know? Just gotta hold that staff with your foot. Oh, what a laugh. I never did this, by the way. I never ever swung at them. She has 4 hands but no feet. Sure. That's a possible. Those are very feet looking hands though. This is a really nice little town. I feel like they had around the academy. It's too bad it's you know, very sunken and lost. The fire chariot thing. God damn it. Come here, bitch! What the hell was that? You just shoot the ground. Ah! Come on, man. Get over here. Are you serious? Come on. Okay, now he sees me, right? Okay, what is he? Why is he turning around? Okay, thank you, I guess. What is this guy doing? He's presenting. Damn, dude. Down bad. That's a cool little plaza. With some cool little... Well, it's not a little fountain, that's for sure. It's a big fountain. So what the hell is that up there? I feel like they only use like this kind of architecture style only for the like Liurnia Sunken City. It's too bad because you don't get to see much of it. Like I would have loved like a full... You know what's the thing I wanted the most from Elden Ring's open world that I didn't get? We kind of got close to it, but not quite. I wanted just a massive city. Like let's say like the size of the Liurna, like the Academy Gate town, like all around the Academy, but not sunken, like an actual city, and it's in the open world, with like a bunch of secrets and some of the houses you could get into. Some of them could have basements and stuff you could go in, you know. That would have been really cool. DLC cope, yeah. That should have been a pretty cool. We got Lanedale, which is kind of a like city, but it's not that big. It's very level designed, and you can't go inside any of the buildings anyways. So also this game looks so much better than like the 2 times it doesn't rain. Also here's the sun, by the way. Praise the sun. Oh my god. The sun that shows up only once a year in this game. And I think it's done on purpose because the devs want you to forget about the sun. There's gonna be a big deal about it, I feel like. Sun Realm DLC, Copium. Man, okay, just look at this view, for example. Like this street. It really feels like, okay, if you wouldn't know like what's around, it really feels like you're inside a massive medieval like castle town or something. Imagine having a full area made of like streets and stuff. Damn, that would have been so cool. It's the same issue I have with Bloodborne. Like, I love Yharnam, but for a game that's centered around the city of Yharnam, like, you only get, like 3, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 normal-looking, like, city streets, you know, that make kind of sense as far as city streets goes. The rest just makes no sense, but, you know, it's just level designed. Blue-white wooden shield. What's that? Okay. Designed to set represent the stars of the night sky, portending fate. Interesting, stars of the night sky. There's 4 symbols on it. Interesting symbols. I wonder if you can find these symbols anywhere else. Do they look like alchemical symbols, maybe? If it's representing the stars of the night sky and there is no stars in that shell, there is like one of the symbols that kind of looks like a star, but the rest looks like just some sort of runes or symbols, so... If we can figure out that those runes actually stand for specific stars and we can find them in some other place, that shield could actually be a really good lore item. Yeah, looks like they are barricading the academy, so... I mean, the gates have been closed for a long while, so either they are confined in the academy, which I kind of find unlikely. Like, they are not even looking back if someone comes out. And even though the academy has been closed, it's only closed to people from getting in. If you can already get in, you can go out. So they're not watching their back at all. So they're probably just guarding the gate to the academy. They're probably like still working for the academy. Let's start getting more endurance, maybe. Don't want to be heavy loaded. I think this one here directly teleports you to EG. I'll be off. Good luck with the academy. Thank you for hanging out, Venka. Hope you had a good time. How long have we been going? Nice, right next to the map piece. Wow, our map is starting to look like something. I need to get the one for the Weeping Peninsula. It's kind of triggering. Is there no bonfire here? I could have sworn... Yeah, there it is. Let's see. It's gonna be like 3:36, almost 3.5 hours basically. I think we should call it here. It's a good time. We're gonna be doing more Karya and Academy stuff next time. Playing with this character has been very, very cozy. Anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.